The name Jenkins has been synonymous with success in New Zealand jockey ranks for more than a century. This legacy began with the humble yet extraordinary horseman Charlie Jenkins. Charlie was not just a skilled jockey, but a pivotal figure in shaping the early professional racing scene in New Zealand. Charles Clifford Jenkins was the youngest of 12 children born to William Jenkins, a whaler who arrived in New Zealand in 1836 and settled in the Otaki region. Bill, a renowned seaman, also had a passion for horse racing and was still riding at the age of 70. Jenkins carried his father's equine enthusiasm into his first job as a farmhand for Mr. J.R. MacDonald in Horowhenua. He was soon in a race day saddle, winning his first race for MacDonald at just 13. By age 14, Jenkins had already notched 6 victories, signalling the beginning of what would become an exceptional career. Jenkins' professional journey truly began with an apprenticeship under Mr. W. Holmes in Bulls. Over the next 9 years, he honed his craft and gained a reputation for his extraordinary skill and horsemanship. Jenkins was recognised as one of New Zealand's top jockeys by the end of his apprenticeship. As his career advanced, Jenkins found favour with Jos Prosser, one of the most prominent trainers in the Wellington region. Prosser had established a successful training stable in Porirua, which was set against a stunning backdrop of hills and the inlet. Jenkins' partnership with Prosser became the defining phase of his career. Prosser's stables were home to some of the era's most celebrated horses, including Advance and Achilles, and Jenkins was the preferred rider for both champions. Advance, nicknamed the Black Demon, had 19 wins from 33 starts, including the Canterbury Cup, the Dunedin Cup, and Australian Stakes wins. The crowning achievement was the 1903 Wellington Cup. Jenkins was in the saddle as Advance set a record time while carrying 10 stone 4 pounds. Jenkins shared great success with Achilles, who won 25 races from 46 starts, cementing a reputation as one of the most formidable competitors ever seen on New Zealand turf. Advance and Achilles were owned by the mysterious Douglas Gordon, an alias used by a powerful partnership of J.G. Duncan and John Abbott. The owners and the horses benefited greatly from Jenkins' exceptional skills. Jenkins also rode other notable horses, such as Boreas and Tortalla, the latter giving him his only New Zealand Cup victory. Jenkins' impressive career spanned several decades, and he became one of New Zealand's most prolific and successful jockeys. He won the Jockey Premiership an astounding 7 times, and was the leading jockey between 1900 and 1910, his race victories far ahead of his peers. One of Jenkins' key strengths was his ability to win hack races, lesser-known high-volume events. The races significantly contributed to his win tally. Jenkins' talents weren't confined to New Zealand, he also competed in Australia, where his reputation continued to grow. A measure of the respect Jenkins earned among fellow riders comes in a tribute from fellow Hall of Fame inductee Hector Gray. He said Jenkins was the best horseman I ever rode against. After retiring from the saddle, Jenkins briefly explored training, though his career in this area was less prominent. Nonetheless, his influence on New Zealand racing was undeniable. When Charlie Jenkins passed away at the age of 65 in 1944, his legacy as one of the country's first professional jockeys was firmly established. He remains one of the most influential figures in the history and development of New Zealand racing.